And you'll see from the polls that I read a lot that women are the most undecided group in terms of that decision. I've also heard, probably like you, that there's a derisive element of people giving criticism to that. Oh, they can never make up their minds, you know, dither. In fact, I am not surprised at all that most women haven't made their minds up, because most women realise they're not coming to this dogmatically, they are actually thinking, what does this mean to me, my family? It's a very serious decision, and they're not going to jump into it. So I'm actually glad that a lot of women have not made up their mind. But what we cannot lose sight of is that it is women who will define the outcome of this. All these polls that have gone on so far, it is when women decide that that poll will change. And so, as Agnes has said, don't not vote before a long time to get the vote. But don't underestimate, in terms of the polls and the running now, how important your voice will be to the outcome of that decision.
Foisted upon the European Union, it's being negotiated by the European Commission, which we don't get a vote in, and the US, and it will allow big multinational companies to access our public services, privatise them, and sue national governments who undermine profit by maybe raising the minimum wage, stuff like that. And you can speculate that the Tory government would maybe negotiate something worse, but I actually cannot think, this is on the table now, it's going through Parliament, I can't think of anything worse. And after all these measures, the EU remains in crisis. Overall growth is minimal. Employment rate is 10.4% across the Eurozone, 1 in 5 young people without a job. People across Europe have seen their wages slashed, their unions attacked, and their public services sold off. And it comes with a huge warning. The EU has imposed austerity against democratically elected governments.
The TUC released a report yesterday actually on women's workers' rights and the risks associated with Brexit. It outlines 20 areas that the EU needs strengthen protection for working women, including around equal pay, family leave, women working part-time, and also discrimination within the workplace. And I wanted to pick out one area that's particularly important to me, and that has already been mentioned, but hopefully you'll find some new information in here. The rights to equal pay for work of equal value has been underpinned by the EU since 1975. And yes, those astute historians, people who listen to Elspeth and Kathleen, and also avid feminist film watchers amongst you, will know that the UK already had the Equal Pay Act from 5 years before, 1970, which was triggered by the strike action of the Ford sewing machinists at Dagenham. Critically, this act only gave women the right to claim equal pay with a man in the same job or at the same grade. It didn't tackle the undervaluation of women's work until the European Commission took UK government to the European Court of Justice and forced them to comply with the directive. And so even those Ford sewing machinists received a further bump in pay thanks to this new right to the equal pay for work of equal.
Agriculture and fisheries laws dictated by our elected representatives here in Scotland. But that's not an option if we remain. The EU puts profit first. Look at its famous foundational 4 freedoms. Are they personal freedoms? Freedom of speech, perhaps? No, they're the free movement of capital to serve profit, the free movement of labour to serve profit, the free movement of services to serve profit, and the free movement of goods to serve profit. The EU is similar to the Conservative government, but it's on steroids. As the President of the European Central Bank said, the European social model has already gone. Social Europe is dead and gone, if ever